What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Black Country New Road. Yes, indeed. How about that? Black Country New Road making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Jason, and Jason wanted to see me react to this song by Black Country Road called Sunglasses. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Black Country New Road, shocking. And the video has 153,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Black Country New Road, Sunglasses, official lyric video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Yeah. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm just not going to say it. All I'm going to say is we're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Are we going to go anywhere with this? We're going to go somewhere with this, right? I mean, hopefully. How long is this song? I didn't even look. Holy cow. This is over 9 minutes long. If this is over 9 minutes of this, oh my goodness, brace yourself, folks. We may have the lowest score in the history of the channel. If it's over 9 minutes of this, we're in for a roller coaster of a ride. Oh boy. Let's see how this goes. Oh. Not looking good so far. Okay, we're changing it up a little bit. Okay, finally.
Juicing watermelons on the breakfast island, and with frail hands she grips the NutriBullet, and the bite of its blades reminds me of a future that I am in no way part of, and in a wall of photographs in the downstairs second living room's TV area I become her father and complain of mediocre theater in the daytime and ice and single malt whiskey at night, of rising skirt hems, lowering IQs, and things just aren't built like they used to be. The absolute pinnacle of British engineering. I'm so ignorant now with all that I've learned. I'm so ignorant now with all that I've learned. Yes, I'm so ignorant.
Celerando. Cacophonous noise. Great. De-evolution at its finest. You know, just when I was going to give them credit for coming up with this progression that fit within 7/8, 8/8, or 4/4, take your pick, 9/8, 8/8, back to 7/8, 9/8, and then repeat 7/8, 8/8, 9/8, 8/8, 7/8, 9/8, repeat. Just when I was about to give them credit for that, they now go into this decelerando into cacophonous noise being created by the horns. And I was about to give them credit for bringing in horns. The saxophone, that was nice. When the sax was by itself, it sounded good. Now it's devolving into this cacophonous. Let's Let's just keep going. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully. I was about to say, don't tell me this is just straight 4/4. I think it is. Oh my gosh.
I am invincible in these sunglasses. I am the Fonz, I am the Jack of Hearts. I am looking at you and you cannot tell I am more than the sum of my parts.
Okay.
I am looking at you with my best eyes and I wish you could tell. I wish all my kids would stop dressing up like Richard Hell. I am locked away in a high-tech wraparound translucent blue tinted fortress and you cannot touch me. I am invincible in these sunglasses. And cars are going beep, beep, beep. And there are so many roadmen on this street. And they cannot tell that I'm scared. I am invincible in these sunglasses. I'm modern Scott Walker. I'm a surprisingly smooth talker, and I'm invincible in these sunglasses. And I am so ignorant now, all I've learned. I am so ignorant now, all that I've learned.
Okay. It's rebounding.
I'm more than adequate. Leave Kanye out of this. Leave your sertraline in the cabinet and burn what's left of all the cards you kept. I'm more than adequate. Leave my daddy's job out of this. Leave your sertraline in the cabinet and burn what's left of all the cards you kept. I'm more than adequate. Leave Kanye out of this. Leave your sertraline in the cabinet and burn what's left of all the cards you kept. I'm more than adequate. Leave my daddy's job out of this. Leave your sertraline in the cabinet and burn what's left of all the cards you kept. She sells chemtrails to the students at B-Dales. I try to free myself from the grip of shrapnel. She sells chemtrails to the students at B-Dales. I try to free myself from the grip of shrapnel.
Those tritones, those flat tritones. It was a little dissonant, but it hate to say it, but it did kind of wrap everything up in a nice little shiny bow. This is a weird one. This was a roller coaster. I predicted it. And about the minute mark, when I paused, I was like, we could be ready for a real roller coaster ride here. And I was right. Not in a good way. But, yeah, you'll see what I mean. I promise. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review. Yeah, and we're going to talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Black Country New Road with a tune called Sunglasses. Yes, this was a request from Jason. Oh, boy. Look. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that when it comes to giving my scores, my reviews, my evaluations, you know I don't sugarcoat it. You know that I'm going to call a spade, and I'm not going to pull any punches. And, folks, if I have any say in it, if I have any pull, if I have any stroke, I will never listen to this song ever again. This was not fun to listen to. That first half was rough. The second half, I gotta say, it did get easier to listen to. It did get better. I even, believe it or not, I found myself grooving to the second half a little bit more than I was the first half anyway. The second half did have some nice groove to it. But that first half, woo, man! Oh, good Lord. Anyway, taking everything into account here, I have a score, and if you're a fan of Black Country New Road, you might want to think about turning this video off right about now, because, like I said, if you know me and you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know what's coming. Yeah, you know what's coming. It's going to be brutal. Brutally honest, but brutal. Let's get to the score and we'll rip off the Band-Aid. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's not as bad as you might think, but you can thank the second half for that. I'm going to give that overall, I'm going to give that a 5.8. Yep, 5.8. I feel that is exactly what this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. Oh, man. First things first, a 5.8. What does that mean? Well, a 5.8, it's not bad, okay? We're not down in the negatives. We're close, but we're not in the negatives. You don't get into the negatives until we're under 5.0. Now, this is getting a 5.8, which would translate to an okay scale rating. So, overall, believe it or not, I think the song was okay. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a C+ letter grade. Yes, a C+. Let that sink in for just a second. So, yeah, a 5.8, okay scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh, man. Talk about a roller coaster. So glad you asked. The very first minute, I was getting turned off. I was absolutely getting turned off. The first, 15, 20 seconds, I was like, okay, we got some soloistic guitar meddling, noodle baking. It's fine. It's fine as long as it goes somewhere. And then 30 seconds went by. And then 40 seconds went by. And then we hit the 50-second mark. We got almost to the minute mark, and I couldn't take it anymore. I had to pause. I had to say, listen, this is going somewhere, right? This is hopefully going somewhere. Because if I have to listen to guitar noodle baking for 9 minutes, I'm going to probably lose my ever-loving mind. I remember, just to go off topic a little bit here, just to kind of cheer me up a little bit. I remember one time I was in a band. I'm not going to say the name of the band. But I was in a band and we needed a new guitar player because our other guitar player got deported. Or was on the verge of being deported. And we were thinking ahead. We were being proactive. So we started auditioning guitar players. I'll never forget. We had this one guy. My God, I just blows me away. This is the mentality of some musicians. We had this one guy come in, and he set up an appointment with us to audition. So we set up a space for him, and you know, he came in, introduced himself. He, you know, plugged in his guitar, and he proceeded to sit down. He sat down. So we're thinking to ourselves, okay, he's warming up, he's, you know, loosening up, whatever, not. And he starts doing exactly what this guitar player was doing for the first minute. He just starts, you know, noodle baking, playing around. And so the other three of us, we start talking amongst ourselves, you know, about, you know, other auditioners, you know, what the plan is. You know, do we have a plan B, have a plan C, whatever. 10 minutes go by. This guy's still noodle baking. So me being the, I don't want to say if I was the voice of reason, but I was definitely the quote unquote a-hole of the band, because I don't put up with BS. I just don't. I don't have time for it. So after about 10 minutes of this guy noodle baking, I finally stopped our conversation. And I said, hey, you done warming up yet? Can we start the audition? And the guy, I kid you not, sat there, looked at me dead-faced, and he said, I've been auditioning.
Are you kidding me?
What? At this point, I just fell out on my chair laughing. I couldn't help myself. Our drummer and our vocalist sat there in just absolute stunned silence. And then our drummer, being the politician, our drummer was absolutely the politician of the band. He then looks at the guy and goes, okay, well, that was a fine audition. We'll let you know. You know, we'll give you a call and we'll let you know. We have other, you know, guitar players that we want to audition and give them a chance as well. But thank you very much for coming down. I can't believe he said that. Thank you very much for coming down, and we'll let you know. And then as a side note, the guy packs up his stuff. He's like, hey, can one of you guys give me a ride home? And we're like, what? Yeah, I used all my money on a cab to get here, so I don't have any money for another cab. So can you just, like, you know, give me some money for a cab, or can one of you guys give me a ride home? And I was like, I turned to our vocalist and I whispered in his ear, you better get this guy out of here right now before I kill him. I will assassinate him on the spot. I'm telling you right now, do something, because I'm about to lose it on this guy. I couldn't believe the audacity of this kid. Anyway, just a fun story for just trying to cheer myself up here. So we got past the noodle bake, and then we kicked in. Now, I will give credit where credit's due. They came up with a really cool way of disguising 4/4, utilizing that 7/8 to 4/4 to 9/8 to 4/4 to 7/8 to 9/8. I mean, it all comes out to 4/4 in the end. It does, but the way they were subdividing, it really threw me for a loop. It did, until I was able to lock into the pattern, and I was like, okay, there it is. We're in 4/4. It's weird, but technically by letter of the law, you add the numbers up, and it is 4/4. It's different. It's cool. It's a little hard to groove to at first, but once you lock into it and you know what's coming, you're fine. And then they brought in a saxophone, and I'm like, okay, saxophone, that's a nice touch. I like that. That's cool. And then they started bringing in other horns, and then I started hearing the horns going off the rails, a little cacophonous. And then I felt the deceleration. We hit that decelerando, and the horns got even more cacophonous as we got slower. And, oh my goodness, my stomach turned. My stomach absolutely turned, and I was like, this is getting into Captain Beefheart. This is getting into that territory. This is gonna be bad, folks. We're going down, and we're going down hard. This ship is sinking. And I was like, oh dear Lord in heaven, I don't know what's gonna save this. And that's when I paused the video and I said what I needed to say. Yeah, that was rough, boy. Woo! hard to listen to, hard to enjoy. I know there are people that do like that stuff. God bless them, man. Absolutely, God bless them. I'm glad they can enjoy stuff like this because I sure as hell cannot. And I was about to hit the pause button to get the video going again when I thought to myself, let me just say this. Let's see what the rest of the song has to offer. You know, maybe the second half can help because right now we're down in the low twos, easily low twos, maybe high ones. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at the very best, it's really bad. It's really bad. So I hit the play button, and about 5 seconds after I hit the play button, we got into the straight ahead. Just straight ahead feel happening within the guitars. And I was like, whoa, wait, okay, hold on. Let's see where this is gonna go. And then the drums kicked in with a straight ahead 4/4 pattern. And I found myself going, okay, there's hope. There's hope. There's definitely hope. And I found myself starting to bob with it. And I'm like, okay, all right. We're coming up. I feel the score coming up. This is a good thing. And, man, gotta say, they pulled themselves out of that hole, boy. They absolutely did. They scratched and clawed and pulled with every fiber of their being, getting themselves out of that pit of damnation and back on solid ground again. Woo, what a journey. I gotta say, it was interesting. It was definitely a ride. It was definitely an emotional roller coaster for me. I know a lot of people dig on stuff like that. I know a lot of people love songs like that. I'm more of a straight ahead kind of guy. You know, I like starting on, I like it when we start on the right foot and we stay on the right foot all the way from start to finish. This whole plummeting down into the depths of degradation so that we can then observe the struggle of climbing out of that pit. I know a lot of people dig that. I personally am not a fan of that. But at the end of the day, taking everything into account here, they did manage to pull themselves out of that pit. That the groove on that second half, it was nice, it was solid, it felt good. Instrumentation made sense. The horns, when they came back in, sounded good. Like that. The drumming, solid. No issues there whatsoever. The vocals are what the vocals are. You know, this is one of those bands I have a feeling that's kind of like along the same line of like King Missile. Just very much orientated within spoken word meter and poetry. Less focus on, things like dynamics and pitch and tone, diction, enunciation, vowel formation, sustain, stuff like that. Far more attention put onto what was being said rather than how it was being said. So, and like I said, people are going to dig on that. That's cool. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I am not one of those people, but it was done well for what it was, I suppose. And that is how I am coming up, believe it or not, giving this an okay score of 5.8. Yeah, congratulations to them. They pulled themselves out of the pit halfway that they created for themselves at the halfway point, and they were able to get themselves back up into positive ground again. Good for them. I will give them all the credit in the world. Having said that, I will never listen to this song again. And anything else that comes my way from these guys, I'm going to be very hesitant about wanting to listen to. They did not leave a good taste in my mouth. So anyway, 5.8. I feel that's exactly what this song deserves, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? The shiniest bow we can possibly find for this. It is a 5.8, which is an okay skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I've spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.